Welcome into the Hot Read podcast for Wednesday, May the 31st. I'm your host, Easton Freeze, director of published content here at BroadwaySportsMedia.com. We're also brought to you by the 440 Podcast Network, and I'm joined, as always, by producer JT. JT, how are you? Happy Wednesday, my friend.
Yes, happy Wednesday. It's a good day to talk some Titans as they were at OTAs, and we had a little bit of technical difficulties getting the show on the road,
Sure.
but hey, we're here, and I'm excited to talk some Titans.
Yeah, apologies that we had to push the show back about 30 minutes. Had a little technical deal we wanted to work through. Today's show is among the more technically difficult because we have so many different clips and things that we want to show from my time at OTAs today, gathering as much as I could to bring back to you the people. So here we are. We're talking OTAs all day today. If you are tuning in with us live, thank you so much for being here. As you can see on the beautiful ticker below that producer JT has put together, if you want to join the conversation, give questions, comments, remarks, all you got to do, go over to YouTube, look for Broadway Sports Media. Just type that into the search box. You'll find the Broadway Sports Media YouTube channel. And on that channel, you should find this live stream. Go to the comment section of this live stream on YouTube, and you will be able to interact with us. We'll be able to see your comments here on the show. We would love for any and all questions about OTAs, about your favorite player, about your least favorite player, about a player you are sneaky high on. We would love to chat about that, and I will answer as many questions as I possibly can. So please go and do that. And one more thing before we get into the meat of today's show, JT, we got to remind the people that we really need you to do us one quick solid. If you are tuning in with us live, do us a quick favor, retweet, repost, like, share, text to a friend, whatever you can do to help us share this live feed and get it out to as many folks as possible. That would be super appreciated on our part. We appreciate you doing us that solid. So real quick, go and do that, and then we can get into the meat of today's show. And JT, we've got a lot to talk about from OTAs. I was wondering going into OTAs today, just how much would we have to discuss, considering we were talking about this last week, kind of deja vu, going back, doing a lot of the same thing over again. But there truly is quite a bit to take away from today's practice. And so let's talk about that. Really, before we get to the practice portion, we have to talk about some things we heard from different position coaches on the Titans coaching staff before practice started. All the position coaches were kind enough to come out before practice and be available for us to ask them some questions. So I talked to a couple of them. The first of which is the Titans' new defensive line coach, Terrell Williams. We've got a couple of quick clips from him on a couple of his, really on his 3-star players, Danico Autry, Tierra Tart, and Jeffrey Simmons up there on the defensive front. This first clip, JT, is clip number 2, and it is what he had to say to us on Danico Autry. It was asked about with some personnel switching going on this offseason, just how much will Danico Autry be playing outside versus inside, and here was his response.
When you say backer, I'm assuming you're talking about outside.
Well, let's try that again.
Well, backer, when you say backer, I'm assuming.
Let's for a moment, JT, if you wouldn't mind, let's try removing those clips and doing them one at a time. That'll probably work out better for us here, and I'll kind of vamp while you get to do that. But we spoke to the defensive line coach, Terrell Williams. We also spoke to new offensive line coach, Jason Houteling, Coach Haas, as well as the Titans' new quarterback coach, Charles London from the Falcons. JT, let's try that. Let's start with, we have one clip from Charles London on the quarterback situation, so we can start with him. We asked about Malik Willis and what exactly the Titans coaching staff has been asking of him to work on this spring. Here, hopefully, was his response.
Just commanded the huddle, commanded the offense. He did a lot of studying, learning defenses, and a lot of stuff that we'd asked him to do, and he came in and did a great job with it.
He's been unwilling to throw sometimes last year.
All right, we obviously dealing with some technical difficulties. Sorry about this. We're going to step away from the live stream for just a second, see if we can get this ironed out, and then potentially come back.